this is Liz. Welcome to Fabric Friday. Shirt yoke. All the ones I've ever done have had the yoke, but the back itself has a little box tuck plate in the middle where it joins the yoke. So I've got two pieces that are the yoke, one of which I have put lightweight iron-on interfacing on, and I have got that right side up. Your back piece is also going right side up. I think that's roughly going to be the middle. I have got a pin in here that tells me where the middle is. Now I've got patterns, lines on this so I can see it's gonna where it is. But if you've got a flowery pattern or a plain pattern, that'll tell you where the center of your back is where you want to do that box plate. So I'm attempting pattern matching. That's why my yoke is a little bit bigger. You can't see it. My yoke is a little bit bigger than I need, and that's to help pattern match. But this one with the interfacing on will be going on the inside of your shirt, not the outside. And I can trim up these edges at a later date, but just pin every now and again. If you're pattern matching like me, make sure your pattern sort of matches. It isn't that important because this yoke with the interfacing on is it's the underside of the shirt. Right, I've done one side, about a third of the way. Now I'll match the other side. It's easier to start with the inside bit of the yoke first because that's more stable. It isn't as movable as the fabric that hasn't got the interfacing on. So there it is. There's my middle bit. So I'll take this side all the way to my middle, come back to this side, and take my pin out now before it sticks me, and clip all the way to this side. So that's got this loose bit here, and basically you're just making a box out of it now, or what looks like a box. So I'll take that clip out, and it's clipped down there, that clip out, and it's clipped on there, and that is the reverse part of the yoke attached to the back. Now we know that the back is right side up, same as the yoke is right side up, and right side up. Now the yoke that has no interfacing on it, find your right side and place it down on top of it, and just pin it where the other one was, or in my case, clip it. Because I've already sorted out me the box plate, then I'm all right. I don't have to sort it out again on the fabric with no interfacing on, that's a bit on the floppy side. And as I said, I want to pattern match on this, so I'm trying to line the stripes up as well as I can. Bit awkward, fiddly. It's viscose type fabric, so it doesn't line up too well. Now, well, it doesn't move, it moves too much. Now I can grab it and put the pin clip over that box plate. And that's it. So you will, once it's sewn across there, you will have the right side of your back and yoke the right way round. I'll take it to the same machine now and sew all the way along there. Now an easy way for you, if you're a bit awkward with the 3 pieces of fabric, first of all get your yoke that's got the interfacing on, sew it right side to the wrong side of your back, lay it down exactly as we did, and then stitch it. And then once it's in place, add your side that hasn't got interfacing on, put that on and stitch that. That would be easier way of doing it, so you don't have to fiddle with all 3. So now that's done, I did the easy way that I showed you. I put the back with the interfacing on first, and then my pattern matching on this inside wasn't too bad, but on the outside of the garment, oh, I tried again, and it didn't work out. So I thought, right, I'm not going to do it. Unpicked it and cut a piece that goes, the stripes go lengthwise, so it looks like it's supposed to be that way, which I think is better than having something that is close but not right. Now, so you've got, it's also actually now easy for you to see. This is the inside. You can see your interfacing there, and the outside. You can take this and press it, but what, I'll press it and I'll top stitch all the way along there. Alright, I've top stitched along here. This is the right side of the garment, and I actually like the fact that they go across the straps rather than down, and with the wrong side being all the way up, it looks as though there's a bit of a checker pattern going on, and I quite like that. But this is the wrong side, where they go up. Yeah, in places very good pattern matching, and others rubbish. That's why I changed it. But I do like that crossover bit. Well, what we're doing now is attaching at the sleeves, at the seam. Let me move this down so you can see better. In fact, I'll move the camera just a minute. That's a bit better. Right, so now we've got the right side of our back. The interfaced piece of the yoke, move it out of the way, makes it easier. Get your, my front piece, my front piece. Get your front piece, and wrong one. Let's move this so you can see it better. Right, now you get your front piece and you want it right sides together with your back, because you're joining them at the arm and the seam, shoulder seams, and just clip it in place and stitch. And I'll do that on both sides, and then I'll come back to you to show you the next awkward bit. Now you've stitched these two shoulder seams together for the front and back, it's easier to handle it now, because that's acting as one piece of fabric instead of having two. So we get both fronts together side by side. Get your seams, those shoulder seams, and just flick that back yoke under. Go to the bottom of your work and roll up the shirt. So the front and the back is rolled up there. Let's move this over a touch. And then you take the front yoke that has no interfacing and attach that to this back yoke that does have the interfacing. Whoops. So that's the front that you stitched. There's the back yoke with the interfacing on. Do it on one side, and it's easier to do the other side at the same time. So here it goes. I'm just placing these together so you can see what to do. I will put me clips in at a better place when I stitch them together, because that's what it looks like now. You've got the whole of your shirt rolled up inside, and you're going to sew along both these shoulder seams, so that's going to hold the whole lot together, and I'll show you when I've done that. I've now sewn them together, so it's time to pull it all out. And I always wonder how on earth it's going to do it, because it just doesn't seem to make sense to my brain, but it does. It does do it. You can trim your seams down, I don't bother. Just pull it out through the neck place, and you will see you've now got your yoke sewn to the shoulder seams, and it's a nice, it's not matching, but it's a nice seam on the shoulder seams. This is the wrong side, as you know. the back yoke straps go down, the right side it goes across, and we have still got a nice side. I think I will turn it back and trim it down, probably, and then top stitch just along, same as you did on the back, and that's how you attach a yoke. So you can see it from the back, right side out, and from the front, right side out, and you've got all your seams tucked away nicely so you can't see them. So I'm going to top stitch this and then add a collar. Thank you. Bye.